Hey YouTube, my name is Emory, and I want you to click the like button down below if you want to see a photo of me in high school embedded in this video. This week on my first year on T, we're talking about exercising and fitness. Personally, my whole life I've always loved sports. I played everything pretty much. I've done dancing, I've done martial arts, I've done individual sports, and I've done team sports. I was even voted the most athletic girl in my high school. So if you want to see a picture of my senior yearbook, watch through this whole video and I'll put it in somewhere. So like I was saying, the reason that I've played so many sports and things is because I've always been competitive and I've always wanted to push my body to do anything that I could. Sports and athleticism have always been an outlet for me to put all of my emotion and all of my bodily energy into something where it's not all pent up and I have somewhere for it to go. Now that I'm an adult and I'm not constantly playing a school sport, I don't have that regular 2 hours a day where I'm putting all of my energy into something. And since it's not regular and I'm not required to go, obviously there are periods of time where I'll slack off and I'm not really doing athletic activity anymore, and I can always feel it. And I don't know if there's a distinct period of time, how long it takes for that to happen, but I get to a point where I feel like my body is too weak and I'm not I'm physically ineffectual at that point. Like I can't get anything done, and that really weighs on me. And then emotionally, I start to get kind of just overly emotional. I'll be angry and irritable sometimes, and I get really insecure because, going back to that, like my body can't do what I want it to do kind of thing. It's not strong anymore, so I don't feel physically or emotionally strong anymore, and that's like a really big problem for me. And those issues don't fix themselves until I'm active again, and I feel like I'm getting to a point where I am able to do the things that I wasn't able to do before. Being transgender is a weird double-edged sword because on one hand, I want to go and do the things that make me feel better. Like I said, I want to be stronger and meet goals for my body and become more muscular and be able to lift more and all of those things. So I want to go to the gym to make all of that happen. And then on the other hand, I'm trans, so I walk in and I want to be seen as masculine and addressed with like he, him pronouns or they, them pronouns, either way. And I will go into the gym and I feel like I'm being stared at the whole time. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I feel like I walk in and I'm too scrawny and I'm seen as somebody who like doesn't really know what they're doing, and that really bothers me. So walking in and wanting to be able to get a bunch of stuff done, run for a long time, have a bunch of endurance and strength, and not being able to do that, it makes me not want to go to the gym because I'm trans. And so it's hard to want all of my goals to be met, but then be scared to go in and actually meet those goals because of my limitations. I also haven't joined any community like adult league sports either, because the sport that I would want to play is lacrosse, and I played women's lacrosse all through high school, and then in college I played I think for 2 years on the club team. And so now that I'm an adult and I'm taking testosterone, I feel like after a certain period of time, me being on the women's team might be a little iffy. Like I don't know if the other people on the team would want somebody who's on testosterone on the team. Like I'd have to have a conversation about it, and I feel like that'd be kind of stressful for me. But then if you know anything about lacrosse, men's lacrosse is a completely different game. Women's lacrosse is more about like finesse and strategy. And men's lacrosse is kind of like a brute strength, more like teamwork oriented type of thing. So playing a completely different version of the sport that I'm used to would be really weird for me too, and I've never played men's lacrosse, so I haven't approached that. Since being on T, I haven't been to a regular gym because it's been crazy cold and snowing outside, so every time I go to I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start going to the gym, we'll get you know, 5 inches of snow or whatever, and I'm off work and I need to do stuff at home and whatever, so my schedule hasn't played out well. But now it's getting to the point where it's warmer outside and I'm actually able to go, so I'm gonna broach this situation soon, but I feel like I'm going to feel the same way as I did pre-T, walking in and being perceived a certain way because I don't really pass yet. But T has definitely decreased my depression symptoms and anxiety symptoms by a lot, so I get the feeling that I'm gonna care less what people think when I walk in, which would be good. I think I might actually be able to like go in and work out and feel okay about it and not care what other people think. But we'll see. Maybe I'll update you guys later when I actually end up going to the gym and talk about how that went for me, but I'm not really sure so far. So at home I've been doing body weight exercises, push-ups, and ab exercises and stuff like that to at least keep up a little bit of base level strength in the meantime. But yeah, we'll see how it goes when I actually go to a gym and do cardio and things like that, and I'm wearing, you know, cut off t-shirts and shorts. Being on T, I definitely feel a pressure to be more fit and toned and muscular, but it's largely just how I feel about myself. It's more about my own internal struggle to feel like I'm using my body to its potential. Like, having testosterone in my body makes me feel like I could use my body for more than I used to be able to use it for, and I'll be able to gain more strength and muscle mass and things like that. So I feel like I should be going to the gym. If I'm muscular enough, I feel like I'll get to a point where I'm passing more. So it's more my own internal thing rather than me feeling like other people are pressuring me to be a certain way and work out a certain amount. I think what's important here is that exercising and being fit is something that I really enjoy doing. I'm not just going solely for trying to pass more or trying to look better or whatever. I'm going because I feel better when I'm using my body to what I believe its potential to be. So when I'm working out and lifting more and reaching goals with fitness, I'm really happy. And what's important is, if you don't feel that way, if you hate working out, or you're not really able to work out very much, or you're not able to work out at all, and you're fine with that, don't push yourself to go and work out. That's not important. Don't let other people's values weigh on you and what you need to be and determine your value. You need to determine your own value, because Lord knows cisgender guys aren't held to the same standard that we hold trans people to be. Having a dad bod and stuff like that, though I think it's kind of a problematic concept and there's no equivalent mom bod that's okay with society, but anyways, having a dad bod is something that's okay for cisgender guys, so you can also have that as a transgender guy if you want to. You don't have to meet this crazy, like, stacked muscular physique if that's not your goal. Be you, be healthy, and do what makes you happy. Okay, as I promised earlier in the video, here's a photo of me being pictured as the most athletic girl in my high school. I'm about 17-ish years old, so here's that. Okay, that's it for this week. If you liked this video, or if you liked seeing me as a 17-year-old girl, click that like button down below, comment, ask questions, and suggest video topics down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. I want to talk to you. I will always respond. Subscribe to the channel and see me every Friday, and check my social media links down in the description. I update every day on my Instagram, and I do my testosterone updates, which my second month on testosterone update will be up there in the next week and a half, I think, if I'm doing that math right. So go and follow those, subscribe to those to keep up with my transition, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.